Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Room to run past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st down, Trubisky. To the right side, complete to Miller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Blount. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Let's go now, let's go. Back 54!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a first down throw. Stafford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Stafford now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On the toss play, Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears.
You see it? You see it?
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's got his man on the crossing route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Set. Waiting. Back 53. Switch.
Now a carry for Blount. Trucks over him. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They'll run him here with Blount. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Red, up!
On second down, Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground here with Blount. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Move.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. This is Howard on the toss right. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They toss left to Howard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. Dances by him. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On the toss, this is blown. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So we have reached half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Stafford going underneath to Blount. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Stafford. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on second down at Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, 22!
Stafford. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Gotta go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Again, it's Howard. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You see it?
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's 3rd down. The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tight end right. 4 down.
They go with Howard again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're getting...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's filet. 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10, just shy of the 30.
51 is down. 51 is down.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Set. Waiting.
On second down, here's Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, it's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Danny Trevathan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Now a toss play to Blount. And again the footwork. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Stafford now to throw. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll go to Blount, try and pound it in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Able to push his way through. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. Give him 69 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Gotta go, gotta go. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They run. This is Cohen. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Let's go, let's go. Good. 180.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go, let's go. Set up. 180.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.